To our post-event press conference here for Glory 39 Brussels. And just so you know, we will give you another opportunity to talk one-on-one with anybody that's up front here after we ask some questions from those that are seated with us. But let me start by saying how fantastic the Brussels crowd was tonight. Glory fans delivered. It seemed like the crowd got larger and louder as the night went on. We really enjoyed our return to Brussels, the first time in 5 years since Glory 2. And we thank all of our fans in Brussels. Let me introduce who's here up front, and then we'll open it up for questions if you would like. First of all, big Jamal Ben Sadiq with his 5th consecutive heavyweight victory in the Glory ring tonight. Give him a big hand, please. And still, Glory welterweight champion of the world. I'll get it right. It's Levallois, Paris, France. Cedric Doumbé right here. Our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. John Franklin, at the center table, along with our Head of Talent Operations, Mr. Cor Hemmers. And at the far end, Adrian is going to translate, but our Thai contingent, which have really, as you can tell, had a big impact on the Glory roster. First of all, Siddhichai repeating as our champion. And now contender tournament champion, Pet Panamrung. John or Cor, if you want to start, one of you just overview of the night, your feelings after watching Glory 39.
Well, first I want to say thank you to everyone for coming out. It's great to be in Brussels. It's fantastic to come back to Europe after a couple of fights in America. We were in LA, went to Chicago, had a sold-out show in Chicago, so that was phenomenal. And then great welcome here back to Europe in Brussels. So thank you guys all for coming out, and especially thank you to fighters. Great fights tonight. Cedric, what a fantastic performance. And loved the attitude, and the big smile on your face made all the rest of us smile for sure.
And Cor, the matchmaking just seems to get stronger and stronger as we grow with Glory.
Yeah, of course, and I'm happy that they all performed well, and it. I don't know if everybody knows, but we are now doing 18 events per year. So it's quite a puzzle to have all good fights on the card, And this card was also influencing the cards that are coming up from the Netherlands, from Copenhagen, from Paris. So they did well and a great job. And next week, we with Talent Operations, we're going to puzzle for the next fights, who are going to be the next challengers. So, but in general, we saw a great evening and great performance. Good champions. I think our company can be proud on champions like this.
Indeed. I know we aren't making any announcements tonight, but our growth into Asia is coming soon. And tonight, Glory 39 was seen for the first time on all of the Lay Sports broadcast entities in China, which is a big, big moment for us. And, of course, Ching Hao Meng was the first of the Chinese athletes to ever step inside the ropes, and we've signed 3 of them that I know about, right?
We signed four Chinese talents, and the first one made his debut tonight. And beside of signing these new Chinese talents, we also gonna provide them a training camp, because most of those guys coming out of the Sanda system, and they really have to transfer to the kickboxing. Same actually is the situation with a lot of people coming from Muay Thai. The fights coming out of the Muay Thai. I think also our friend winning the contender did a great job, because it's for them tough coming out of a 5-round system Muay Thai to go into a 3-round system kickboxing. But they did a great job, and that's same goes for the Chinese. We will help them to develop the kickboxing skills. So I'm looking forward to a great future for our Chinese talent, and of course China is a big market, and we are happy to go over there.
Glory Kickboxing, of course, the premier kickboxing organization in the world, and helping to push kickboxing to where it really deserves to be, at the top of the combat sports world all over the world, with athletes now representing every continent, John.
Yeah, I'll make one more point, too, about China. So for the first time tonight, we were live on Lit TV in China, all over China. So big market and live television, so great to see. In addition to that, we've got a couple of new TV deals. We're going to start up in Spain. So we can announce that one's coming up. And when My Sports opens up in Switzerland, we'll be on in Switzerland. So we've got a couple of new territories. And then here in Belgium, we were on Channel 10 and Channel 40, 2 sports channels in Belgium. So we've stepped up to a few more TV deals here in Europe as well.
It's exciting to see the growth and to be sort of grabbing this tiger by the tail right now. We're going to open it up. If anyone has questions of anyone up front, we're happy to bring you a microphone. Yep. Grab this one right here.
Hi everybody, this is Suhari, Combat Point. Thank you again for a wonderful fight night. The first question obviously is the missing fight on the roster. Chai-Lu Spari, we saw the moment that Hesdy Gerges entered the ring. What was the official statement of Chai-Lu Spari that he didn't fight?
Originally, Chai was not feeling well this morning, and he wasn't going to fight, and then he changed his mind, and he was going to fight. And then in the back, he was having some problems with his equipment and some problems with other equipment, and ultimately, as things got delayed, he decided not to fight. So if he's not ready to fight, we're not going to push him into the ring.
All right. And overall, you're very pleased about the night. A whole lot of people viewed this fight. Do you already have numbers of people viewing this event?
We'll have the ratings this week. We don't get them immediately. It's a little technical time between where we are tonight and what we'll see this week. But I'm sure it's going to be good. We had a great night of fights, and we got new networks, and once again, we're all over the world, so it's all good.
It's also important to note that in the U.S., we're live on the digital platform of ESPN, ESPN3, but it will air tomorrow night in prime time on ESPN2. So it does take a couple of days for those numbers to come through.
And are there also going to be Chinese events to be organized in the future?
Yeah, the plan is to launch a Glory event in October this year. And I think there will be a next one in December, but to be confirmed, and the Glory will make official announcement. But that's the plan, that we will approach China this year for sure. That's also why we're scouting Chinese talent, of course.
Last question for both you, John, and Cor. What was your favorite fight of the night? No, both fighting for the microphone.
My favorite fight was the last fight. I mean, it was a great fight, back and forth both ways. But to see Cedric Doumbé smiling, made me smile. It made everyone in the crowd smile. And, it was a great fight. You can't take anything away from Congolo. But at the end of the day, it was a fun fight. And, it's just a pleasure to watch for me.
Well, yeah. What can I say, John? I think also for me, it was the favorite fight was the last fight. Although I'm also proud on our Thai fighters, because I'm coming from history, and the source for me was the Muay Thai, and I'm happy that the people and the fighters from Thailand now coming up, and even we still have an undefeated champion, and we have a new guy, a challenger coming up for the title to challenge Robin van Roosmalen. So I'm also happy about what I saw from the Thai side. But favorite fight of the night for me. How can I deny? This was Cedric versus Yohan Congolo.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else? Questions? Just raise your hand. We'll bring you a microphone. Okay.
Jamal, you already have a KO win over Rico, but that was years ago. How confident are you that you can come back and do that again?
Look, I beat them once. Okay, it was I think 4 years ago. But in these 4 years, I didn't stop training. I didn't stop reaching my goals. So I'm very confident that I repeat this in a few months.
Anyone else with questions right here?
Question for Doumbé. The last in your title win against Nicky Holzken, you said the trash talk really played a part in this in the fight. Did it play a big part in this fight as well?
Of course, everybody saw that during the waiting. First, I want to apologize if somebody thought that it was irrespectable or something like that, because I have a lot of respect for my opponent, and that was just the show for people. So of course I get in his mind, because he was very angry. He want to kill me. You know, everybody saw that in the ring, but he can't because I'm so fast for him. So yes, of course, trash talking helped me a lot.
It seemed as the fight progressed, you were taunting him more and more and more. Was that because you were confident that you won the previous rounds?
Yes, because I have a good team, and each round they told me, this round for you, this one for you. Keep hands up, keep kicking his legs. So they make me confident for the next round.
Thank you. And if I could, I also have a question for Sirichai. You've made another title defense, another dominant win. Do you think there are any challenges left currently for your title?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Do you think there are any title challenges left that you have not beat yet?
เขาก็ถามว่าคิดว่าจะป้องกันแชมป์คนไหนต่อไปอะไรอย่างเงี้ยก็ใครก็ได้ครับบอกให้แต่จัดมาครับได้หมด He said that anyone who's he's willing to fight anyone, and he's not scared of anyone in the weight division at all.
Do you have a special eye out for a special someone at the moment? Someone who's on a streak, or someone you were impressed with? ตอนนี้ก็ไม่รู้ต่อยได้หมดครับตอนนี้ครับใครก็ได้ครับ He said anyone who's ready, and he'll fight them, no problem. Thank you.
Right back here.
An extension of that question to Core regarding Sirichai. Who's left for him to fight?
Well, I think we're going to organize a new contender again, and out of that there will be a new challenger or another. We have to look, and I have to see who is in the top 3 of the rankings. We always have the choice to take one of the top 3 fighters or the contender winner. So we're going to sit down together and make a good contender. We have some new talent coming up. We are still scouting, and I see that the new talent that we scout is performing well. You saw what happened. I was also surprised by the Russian guy, by the way, because I know our Thai winner is a very good and a great talentful fighter. The Russian did well. So, and the same goes for the 70 kilo division. We have new guys coming up. We still have great talent in the top 4. So we will do a contender, and then we're going to decide who is the next challenger.
Thanks. And I also wanted to get your thoughts on Cedric Doumbé. His everything about him, his performance, his personality. Like, I look at the UFC and I see, Conor McGregor, the way this guy moves and the way he's like trolling people and the things he says. And I look at Cedric and I think this is like Cedric McGregor in kickboxing.
Well, that's good. Yeah, well, I think he did a great performance, and I also, if you read my matchmaking breakdown commentary and comment, then I was predicting actually Kongolo is a great fighter, very strong, explosive, but I think he get a little bit frustrated by the way Cedric approached the fight, with his talk, with his performance. And then you get a situation that he is moving, and he's moving very well. He throws his punches, his knees, and Yohan Kongolo gets irritated. He's gonna hunt for him, and that's difficult from somebody who's moving. That's also a little bit what we saw with the Ben Sadik fight. I mean, the guy is also moving a lot, the Brazilian. And then if you're gonna hunt, what Hasdi, for example, did, then it's difficult. And I think in this situation, Kongolo really wanted to knock him out and start hunting for him instead of really locking him and cutting the angles. And I think, that's a great job from. Beside of that, it's a great kickboxer with all-round skilled talent. He also can irritate his opponent, and he was in the trap.
If you compare me to Conor McGregor. Maybe I can get the same money as Conor McGregor.
Well, I gave you guys a great suitcase, but it was for the belt, you know. But you know, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
As soon as we sell out a few big stadiums, a few million pay-per-views, and you're right there, man.
My question goes to Cedric. You said it would be an easy fight, even though you had already lost twice before. How come? How come you're so confident this time?
Sorry, can you repeat, please? Because I have to read your lips, you know.
You said it would be an easy fight,
Yeah.
even though you'd already lost twice before to Congolo. How come you're so confident this time?
Because how I told to the interview before, Congolo was better for me. For me, in my opinion, Congolo was better before when I fought him the first time, and after that he's still going in boxing, and I think for me it's not good when you are in Glory to keep boxing out the Glory organization, because kickboxing is very difficult to fight. So that's what I thought that I'm better than him, and I changed. I still grew up. That's why I thought that this fight is gonna be easy for me, because Congolo is a boxer. It's not a kickboxer anymore. So that's why.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right. With that, we will again give you the opportunity to talk one-on-one if you would like with any of these people that are at the front tables. But let me just remind you that we continue on the road. Glory next. Glory, of course, Glory 40 is going to be happening in Copenhagen next month. That'll be followed by another trip to the Netherlands in Den Bosch in May. June is Paris, and there are some other surprises coming, and we'll be making those announcements sometime soon. But thank you again to Copenhagen for all, or to Brussels for all of your support tonight at Glory 39. Thank you for attending our press conference, and you're free to ask questions if you would like.